Soundpeats requested a review of these space wireless headsets, and because of the wild combination of features, I decided to give it a try. I mean, who am I to ignore a great set of cans? Bruh. These features include Bluetooth 5.3, active noise canceling up to 35 decibels, crystal clear sound and powerful bass. Okay, that's their advertising. 123 hours of long battery life. Sounds almost impossible, but we'll see. Type-C charging, Soundpeats app, and multi-point connection. I'm not sure how an app is considered a positive, but we'll go with that. 65 millisecond game mode, and it's less than $50 with a coupon. Interestingly, they didn't market one of the very important features of this headset, and I'll get to that later. First off, we're going to take a look at the device. This device, from the feel, from the look, I mean, it looks great. It looks like a beautiful product. It looks high quality, and it's lightweight. It feels very lightweight. And what I like about it is the simple things, okay? It's USB-C charging, and you're not going to be charging it often, but it's there. And I like these left and right. It's very clearly marked. And it's also on this swivel point right here. The cups are really soft. They're extremely soft, concerningly soft. There's buttons on the bottom. So this is the power, and you have to hold it to turn it on. It's one of the most important buttons because you use it to power on, you use it to pause and play, and the up and down you can feel right here. These are the volume buttons. And lastly, there is a 3.5 millimeter jack in case you want to hard cable it straight through. On this other side is very simple as well. It has a USB charging port right here, and it has active noise canceling button. And I'll get back to that 1 second. So this USB charger, below it is a microphone. Okay, so there's a microphone on both sides. That means that you can take phone calls with this. It's not just for listening. Of course, this thing extends for larger heads, and it feels high quality. This top has cushiony and has a fabric. It's just great all around. It's hard to flaw this speaker. I mean, I have another set right here. These are my Sony professional monitors that I use to listen to video edit. So I'm also working with the AirPods Pro. Granted, these things are not as light as the AirPods Pro, but they are quite lightweight. I'll give it that. And I like lightweight stuff because you're going to be wearing this all day long. Do you want it to be heavy? No, you don't. All right, let's see how the claims hold up. This thing has active noise cancellation. It claims to do a 35 decibel reduction in sound, maybe when plugged in. It works fairly well, I gotta say. And if we're going to compare this to the AirPods Pro, maybe it's about 80% as well. It does work good. It does drown out the noise, unwanted sound from my wife. What Soundpeter didn't mention was that this thing goes beyond active noise cancellation in that it provides a transparency mode similar to the AirPod transparency mode. In that mode, you can hear the background. The mic is activated and it starts to pull in the sounds of the surrounding. So while I may look like someone who is out of touch, self-absorbed, egotistical, I may be all those things, but I'm also paying attention to the surroundings. I can hear the surroundings quite well. So that is an unexpected feature of these headsets. They're great when you need to hear stuff around you, when you need to be attentive. Okay, so when it comes to sound quality, these things, they sound good. I can't flaw it. I can show you something else that sounds bad. I have this smaller little headset by, I'm not sure, PLT. This thing sounds horrible. Okay, but it's convenient because it's small and has USB-C and has controls on it. When I'm comparing them to my monitors, my Sony monitors, I honestly have a hard time telling them apart because I'm not that much of an audiophile, I guess. If the Sony does one thing better, I know that these things are replaceable for the monitors, and the ones for the Soundpeats, can you replace them? I'm not sure. I just don't think that you can even remove them. Okay, so that is that. When comparing to the AirPods Pro, I mean, the AirPods, they have a more solid seal to your ear. But other than that, the sound quality is up there. I just consider it variations of good sound quality. This is audio recorded through the Shure SM7B. It has an interface which is connected to this MacBook. And now I will try the Space wireless headset. All right, now this is sound recorded through the Soundpeats Space wireless headset. It doesn't look like I can change the input gain on the voiceover application in Final Cut. However, how does it sound compared to the SM7B? I'm guessing it doesn't hold up, but this is what you can expect for your voice calls or your meetings. The mic isn't anything special, and it's kind of expected because it's transmitted through Bluetooth and there's only so much data that can go through Bluetooth. I don't expect it to work well. So in essence, if you're going to get it for the mic, use it only for calls. I wouldn't even use them for voiceovers. When it comes to battery life, this thing has 1000 milliamp hours, and that seems low. However, it is a bit absurd. 123 hours is the claim, and it lives up to the claim. I think it does. I am on my 4th day, not charging this headset at all. It still works just fine. And the 4th day, I'm using it from morning to night, and this thing just is like the Energizer Bunny. It keeps going and going. It doesn't stop, and it's quite incredible. Imagine that. 123 hours is 5 full days, and I've used it for 3 today. I'm starting my 4th, and I'll see the device, the app. Okay, so what does the app say? Okay, after 3 days and almost 4 days, well, the starting of the 4th day, check this out. This is ridiculous. I still got 90% battery life. After 3 days of normal usage, I'm just keeping it on my head like the entire day until my ears like are nearly going to fall off. I mean, the AirPods, you typically keep them in one ear at a time so that you can stretch out the amount of time, because you get 6 hours of battery life. So that's why you keep it on one ear for 6 hours and then the other ear for another 6 hours. Hopefully you can get 12 hours out of it. But this thing says, nah, I'll just beat that by 10 times the amount. So 5 days of continual use, yes, it really does live up to those claims, and it is fantastic. This battery is unbelievable. So next up is going to be the app and multi-point Bluetooth connection. And you may have a question, what the heck is that for? Why do I need an app? Well, the app is for custom settings, custom EQ settings. And in the manual, it says that you need the app to change the settings for multi-point Bluetooth. So I found out that it works straight off the box, and you don't need anything. All you need to do is you pair to a device, you turn off that device. You pair to another device, and then you turn on the first device, and then now you have 2 devices that are paired to this headset. So that means that when you're playing audio on one, it'll play through the headset. But it doesn't work with both of them at the same time. But it's kind of like the Apple handoff. It's not quite as good as handoff because handoff can go to more than 2 devices. However, having access to this on two exact devices without having to repair every time is quite convenient. That means that I can listen to this on my phone and then transfer to my laptop where I can do some video editing. And when I'm done video editing, I can go back to my phone and I can take a voice call, work call. It's all so fluid and it works quite well. And the fact that it lasts so long, you can use this, you can have this on your head like all day long, and it does work well. So that multi-point connection, you don't need the app. And the app is just to change the settings for gaming mode. And you would think that having an app, okay, I don't want it. And the reason why people don't want apps is because they don't want to have all their data stolen, like on Facebook. But it turns out that this app is quite clean. They don't require any data. The only data it is going to ask is for you to give it up, and that's going to be an email. That's all you need to register for this app. But like I said, you don't even need an app to get going. You can use this as it is. The multi-point works, active noise control, pass-through audio, and yeah, 123 hours it works right off the bat without needing an app. Okay, so next up I'm going to go over the flaws, and these might be somewhat contrived, but I'm going to list them anyways. Okay, so I found out that after 5 hours of wearing this on your head, and can you even imagine wearing it for that long? But after 5 hours, it can get tiring on your ears because you have this thing, it's pressing on your ears for 5 hours plus. Okay, and to be fair, I mean, even my AirPods and the Sony cans, they can annoy me after a prolonged amount of usage. It just is what it is, okay? So the range, okay, I don't think it's quite as far. Like if I'm going to have my phone and it's in my room and I going to the kitchen to make some food and okay, so if I have the doors open, it'll work fine, but the range is maybe 80% as good as the AirPods Pro, okay? So it's not quite there, but it's still pretty decent, okay? So this is not Apple. Okay. So if you're going to lose this, you cannot use Find My to find it. And you're not going to have handoff. So Soundpeats try to make it as close to as Apple as you can with the multi-point Bluetooth, which does work out well, but it's not fully there. And you know, you're getting this thing for a whole lot less than a AirPod Max, right? A whole lot less, maybe, you know, 1/9 of the cost, something ridiculously less. And it doesn't have as many features, but I'd say that the battery life is probably better. Okay, so it is what it is. It's not exactly hard to lose, and I've misplaced this a few times already. Okay. Not exactly fault of the device, but just letting you know that I'm coming from the Apple ecosystem. That's what I kind of expect. So my AirPods are still here. I still have them. I still keep them. It's just that it has become kind of like a glorified AirTag, because this thing works with Find My very well. So my AirPods Pro is a glorified AirTag or a secondary headset, but I do prefer this a lot more. Another flaw is that these are not really made for kids. They can get really loud, and I don't think it's a good idea for kids to wear this and adjust the volume all the way up. There are other brand speakers that are safer for that type of deal. Let's see, the LED lights. Okay, so this one is on right now, but this is a white speaker and it has a white light. It's really difficult to see in the sunlight or in bright scenarios. This white light just lets you know that it's on. Okay, so the last thing is that this thing does not come with a carrying case. Okay, you just get this, the speakers as it is. Your cables come as it is as well, and it is what it is. There is no carrying case, so find yourself a Ziploc bag or whatnot. Final thoughts, these headphones, they kind of lived up to the specs. I was trying to find flaws in it, and it's hard to find any flaws. Okay, the active noise canceling works quite well. The transparency or the pass-through mode works quite well. I would say that the pass-through mode when you're outside, because it's blowing wind into the speakers, I mean in the microphone, you can hear it. You can hear the wind. So the pass-through mode doesn't work the best outside. It becomes like noisy. It picks up all that wind noise, and that's something that they can improve on, maybe earmuffs or whatnot, or maybe it is what it is and you just live with it. Not that big of a deal. You probably don't want to hear that wind, so active noise canceling outside might be your thing. But if you're trying to pay attention to your surroundings and it's a windy day, it can get noisy. Let's see, the form factor is great. This thing is nice, lightweight, comfortable to a certain extent. Maybe you're not wearing this thing for over 6 hours. It can get annoying. 5 hours, 6 hours. You'll have to take it off to take a break. But realistically, I am wearing this and I am doing work outside, or I am wearing this and walking around the house. And I guess one of the flaws of the white one is that I've got these markings on it. I think I hit a tree or something, or a branch, and it left this mark. I'm having a hard time scrubbing it off. Other than that, yeah, these speakers, they are great. They exceeded my expectations, to be honest. All for $45. Can you close my door?
Lúc nào không thèm nói.
Can you close my door? All for under $50. They have been working out great. And I do think that if there were someone in my family that needed speakers, I would simply recommend them get another one of these, because I got it free. I am shilling in this video. Bruh. But for my family, I will gladly recommend them get another one of these because it works out great and it lasts for a really long time. Anyhow, that's all I got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one. Take care.